Chris. Disappointing today, mate, but a scratch side out against a good side, it was always going to be a tough day.
Yeah, but we said this on Saturday. We short on numbers, but we've had 2 11s to start the game out there, plus a sub who I would put against anyone in our league. So there's no excuses there. For us, we've had enough people there to win both games, and we've got 1 point from 6, and that was not good enough from those 2 games.
We had a fight of it second half, but it's just my view. If it wasn't for bad luck, we'd have none at all, would we?
No, yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, obviously the first 2 goals are not great to concede at all. There wasn't much in the game first half, and then the third goal. I mean, 9 times out of 10 it's a free kick, isn't it? And then you just get on with the game. But then he's been allowed to go through and score, and then from 3-0 it's always going to be difficult. But so in there, I think that performance in the second half, it shows that the lads haven't give up. It shows that we haven't give up. It shows that they're still fighting them, and we'll need that fight in the next 2 games, because luckily for us, it's still in our hands if we finish in the bottom 2 or not. So we need to keep it in our hands 1 more week.
I know you don't criticise officials, but it's right what they say, isn't it? Teams at the bottom don't get any 50-50 decisions, do they?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few of the yellow cards I think we got today were yellow cards, and I mean, there's a couple of them. Maybe I know Luca's probably, I think he's just sliding for the ball and lads happened to get there first. It wasn't a bad tackle. Yeah, there's a couple of decisions. I mean, the third goal, you probably want that, don't you? I think it's a free kick, and normally it would be given as a free kick. But listen, is what it is. We move on.
A number of times this season, in recent weeks, we've gone 3 at the back, and it seems to work well. But we only seem to go down that route when we're chasing again.
Yeah, I know. But we started 3 at the back on Saturday. We wanted to have 2 strikers on the pitch, and it was more because who was available than anything else. But yeah, I think it's something that we need to look at for this Saturday and the Saturday after. And I think the more we attack and maybe have 2 strikers on the pitch, we do look a bit more of a threat trying to score. But then when you do that, you also leave yourself open to the back of a little bit. So yeah, that's the job, innit? That's the management, that's the coaching, that's the balance you've got to strike every game.
Got to give a big shout out to young Matty Wade today. He played his second game of the day. It was needs must, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And I mean, we had the chat with him last night. We were hoping Alex was going to be okay, but I mean, he came to watch today. Alex, you could see he looks awful. So he was never going to be able to play. Ian had a bit of a dead leg. Dibs wasn't feeling very well. Ben Ray was struggling with his hamstring, and obviously he's gone off there, hurt his hamstring after getting stuck into that tackle. So yeah, we'll see how the next couple of days goes. See who's fit, see who's ready, and we'll have a few boys back by Saturday, and we'll need them to give Saturday a good go. And
young Luca did well. He's one for the future, isn't he?
He did, and I think he was a bit nervous when he first came on. His first couple of passes were a little bit astray, but then after that I thought he was spot on. He kept the possession really well, he backed the game up nicely, so yeah, he had a good game. Really impressed with him when he came on today.
And we're into the bottom 2 now, but the league's so tight that one win will get us above the playoffs. Yeah. I mean, obviously depending on other games, but the fat lady isn't singing just yet, is she?
No, she's not. And I think, I mean, if I was studying now, I mean, we said in the change room there, that could have easily been 5 or 6-0, by the way, if the lads didn't fancy it, and they kind of chucked the towel in, but they didn't. They kept going to the death, and on another day that's 3-3, and we're sat here. I wouldn't have been happy, by the way, but I'd have been a bit happier than I am now. So yeah, 2 big games. We're going to need to win both now. I think that'd be fair to say, to make sure that we're out of that bottom 2, and then we let them see what happens after that.
Sheffield at home and Grimsby away. Yeah. I mean, I know they're all tough, but no disrespect to those clubs. Could have been the worst 2 games, couldn't it? It
could have been the worst 2 games, yeah, but in this league, you know, but how many times have we said it, Wilf? It's every game is just a battle, and the Saturday will be a battle, and the Saturday after will be a battle as well. And we need to turn up with the second half mentality, and yeah, I still think we'll be alright.
Thanks for that, Chris.
Thanks, Wilf.
And look at the day, man.
Cheers. Thank you.